What's up, guys? George Gonzalez, Sold7More. I'm back with a little bit of information about how my day went today. Uh, Not that most of you guys care, but this is definitely a good video for those that want to get into real estate or want to manage real estate or thinking about becoming landlords and kind of give you a gist of what the day is like on a complicated day versus those light days. So I'll start off really easy. This morning, left the house about 8 a.m. Had an appointment in Los Gatos to do a bid for some work to be done on a condominium that was purchased maybe about a week ago from this client. And so they want to basically redo the bathrooms, redo the kitchen, take off the popcorn, texture the walls, all the flooring got to go. The only thing that's probably going to stay is the HVAC system. It looks to be in good shape. Other than that, it was built, I think, 1973 or something like that. So it's super outdated. And now the owners want to, liven it up and make it look like home. They downsized from a 3,000 square foot home in Los Gatos Hills to this particular condo that's probably now about 1,200 square feet. So it's a big adjustment. It's a big shrinkage of all of their furniture and what's not going to fit. And so I'm actually helping them coordinating their move. And so super good client of mine, and so I'm doing my best to help them out. And so that was day part one. That took me about 2 hours. We actually had a designer show up, and she also had another contractor that does kitchens show up. So it was it was pretty busy of everybody's opinions and whatnot. And I try to keep my mouth shut always when you talk about pricing, what things are going to cost. I kind of allow everybody else to say, because it's a fact that it's whatever you say, then the next guy will cut it by a little bit to get the job. So I'm untouchable. Everybody that's worked with me knows that I'm killing them by at least every time $4,000 or $5,000 on the minimum. So I'm not at all concerned about that. I think that it's just comforting for her to see what others will charge versus what I charge, and she already knows my quality of work. We've done several projects together where I go in and do all the rehab and sell the property. So, but I think that for her to understand what it costs to do a project and to appreciate the deal you get, you kind of have to have those two bids back and forth, to throw off of each other and saying, so says this, you say this. We'll see. Any case, moving on, I had to run over to Santa Clara. I had a roof inspection out there, and this particular roof was done about a year and a half ago. And so we're currently going to list the property to sell it. No permit was pulled at that time. So that makes it difficult for me to explain to the new buyer when and how this roof was done and built. So unfortunately, we did not pass inspection. The reason being is that the roofers that put it on did not put the drip flashing across the fascia boards, and that helps protect the fascia board is the pretty little board that goes in front that you see that's normally painted white, where the gutter goes. So there's a metal flashing that wraps around that, so the roof and the paper sit on top. And the shingles, the paper and the shingles sit on top of that, and that doesn't allow the water to get into the top of that to start rotting away. So they failed to do that, and which was a little disappointing, because now I had to make a phone call, get my roofer involved. Luckily, he was able to get out there within the hour, measured it all up, and weather permitting, I'm sorry, I'm looking at this clouds. Weather permitting, tomorrow we will be, pulling up the shingles that we can, put that flashing in, schedule for the inspection. I'm hoping to kill it this week until we can get them out there on Friday. And so that way we can keep this moving. We're scheduled to go on the market in the next, couple days. So the sooner the better. It won't affect me hitting the market. However, I like to have all my documents in order, and the property inspection will be done as well Friday. So, research and getting everything together is key for a smooth transaction. So from there, a little disappointed. At this time, I think it's already about 12:45 or so. I had a 1 o'clock in the Villages, which is if you guys don't know what the Villages are here in San Jose, California, it's a community, a retirement community that it's gated, and so it's a really nice place. Golf course there, it's beautiful. So I have a property that I manage out there, and have here and there items to take care of. I had to replace some sockets, the outlets, and I had to do some lighting they need to replace. 3 smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors, which are super important if you are going to be a landlord, if you are going to be at all involved in property management or going to rent something. Do yourself the favor and make sure that every bedroom has a bedroom and hallway, and even you could even do it in the living room, not the kitchen because it'll go off, but you have to have the smoke detectors in order. It's a must. Trust me, it'll save somebody's life and it'll save you from a whole world of problems after the fact. So that's a really good tip to talk about. Another thing that people don't know or don't notice is the water heater straps. I did a water heater strap at the property as well. I did that 2 days ago though, so it needs to be straps for earthquake. Anything that can fall in an earthquake needs to be strapped down. So I did that, and at this time I hadn't eaten. I think I'm pushing already 2:30 or so. My body became to start eating itself out. And I looked at my phone. I had 52 emails. So aside from the every day-to-day contracts, disclosures, and talking to agents back and forth about what's going on in a transaction, that's another thing, another aspect you have to look at is that you have now inherited a whole lot more work. So any case, that's how the day was. 6 minutes into this, I'll let you guys go. George Gonzalez, Sold7More. I'll see you guys soon.